Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. Siakam is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Harden, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bulls, Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then it's B.J. Armstrong, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Pippen in at the small forward position. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Butler against Jordan. Pulls up on the wing, and he makes that one.
And no one has better natural scoring tools. But another thing that really sets MJ apart, the acute instincts he brings to the table.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Pippen.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Bronx shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Pippen. And Davis pulls it down.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Armstrong with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Grant.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
The shot missing. It's Davis with the drive. And Davis throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Now, here's Jordan. Outside Pippen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Butler kicks to Siakam. For the 3. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Siakam.
Well, pretty mid-range jumper there. Jimmy Butler, that's a natural for him.
Armstrong passes to Pippen. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Jordan. It's tipped. Baseline J on the way. Bronx grabs the miss. And they're pushing it up. Here's Giannis. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Harden dishes to Davis. Pass to Butler. On the wing, Harden. Davis kicks to Butler. Siakam passes to Giannis. And no good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Jordan. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. King's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Grant. McRae's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong.
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
Banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Chicago trails by 8. Paxson kicks to McRae. He dishes it to Jordan. Over Iguodala. Jordan can't get it to go. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Bronx. White down low. He's guarded by Williams. Outside Anthony. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Garnett. No good from 11 feet. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here's the fast break. Here's Thorpe. Up and in on the layup.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Paxson against White, and Jordan has it in the corner. Over Iguodala. Money from the wing.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Second chance shot. King with the block. They recover it. And so it's the Bronx in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for the Bronx. Garnett out there with Anthony. Then it's Thorpe. Then it's Johnson. And it's White in at the point.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Bronx leading by 9. Johnson, the pass to Carmelo. Outside, White. Pass to Thorpe. Shoots the 3. But they get it back. Anthony dishes to Garnett. Passes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. It's deflected, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. Armstrong comes in for John Paxson. Chicago trails by 9. Armstrong passes to Pippen. Armstrong with it. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Wasted no time on that one. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bronx.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Anthony against Pippen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
And the second free throw, good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Anthony kicks to White. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Johnson, the pass to Carmelo, puts up a 3. Will Purdue grabs the miss.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And although point guard size, he does feature the touch of a shooting guard. BJ showing off his range.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so... throws coming up. The Bronx, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops.
Well, the league's most valuable player in 2004. What a career KG has had.
Cartwright's checked in for Chicago. And a new group getting ready for the Bronx. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Thorpe. Butler comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Wilkins is checked in for Johnson. And James Harden has subbed in for White. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bronx. 10-point lead. Harden the pass to Green. They get it back. And Wilkins with the stuff.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Pippen against Butler. Pippen kicks to Armstrong. Grant outside. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Over Wilkins. Here's Cartwright. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bulls have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That free throw missing. Chicago making some changes. King comes in for Horace Grant. And McRae's subbed in for Jordan. He hits the second from the line. The Bronx leading by 11. Outside Wilkins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. To the middle. King, that's good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Harden inside the three-point line. And too long on the shot.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. And it's King with the rebound. Chicago trails by 11. He lobs it up, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Green finds Harden. Outside Butler. Right side Green. Shoots over King. And another miss by the Bronx. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler against Pippen. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Cartwright, the pass to Pippen. Wide open. McRae, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot.
He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's the Bronx holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. They've got Pippen. Michael Jordan is out there with Armstrong. Then there's Grant, and it's Cartwright in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Wilkins passes to Harden. Green breaking loose. Offline with his 3. Chicago trails by 8. Here's Jordan. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jordan's got 8 points.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Kept alive. Garnett dishes to Harden. Butler against Pippen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wilkins. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Garnett the pass to Harden. Back to Garnett. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 8 points for Garnett.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
Here's Jordan. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Harden drains the 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Chicago calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So for the Bulls, Williams, he's checked in for Cartwright. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong. Then for the Bronx, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Green. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Wilkins. Outside for Pippen. That one, no good. Good D by Giannis. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Purdue, he's checked in for Horace Grant. He doesn't get the second one. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Paxson, and Davis sends it back, and they get it back. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Bronx. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jordan. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The Bronx leading by 14. The kick outside to Butler. From downtown, Siakam passes to Giannis. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago with the ball. Here's Jordan, and he gets it to go from the high post. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the beauty of Jordan's pull-up, he can do it running full speed or laterally in either direction.
Fast break, here comes Chicago. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Siakam kicks to Harden. And here we go, the Bulls fast break from 20 feet out. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Michael Jordan.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So timeout called here, the first for the Bronx.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Bulls making a switch here. Kings checked in. Then for the Bronx, Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's White in for James Harden. Here's White, takes it out to Siakam. King with the steal, and here we go again. The Bulls in transition, up the court they go.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
1:11 left in the third. The Bronx leading by 5. Davis finds White. Here's Siakam. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Timeout called, the Bronx. Armstrong's checked in for Chicago. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Davis, and he converts the layup. And it's 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Outside Williams. The pass to Jordan. Back to Williams. That one good for 2. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
White finds Antetokounmpo. That shot misses. 1 second left. Off target with that shot. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Bronx on top, up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for the Bronx, Iguodala out there with White. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Grant, and it's denied. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Bill Cartman, he's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for John Paxson. James Harden, he's checked in for the Bronx. Harden against Jordan, 8 feet away. Good D by Harden. And so White will bring it up for the Bronx. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Took him no time at all on that one. Jordan's got 15 points here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Giannis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. Chicago trails by 5. Armstrong kicks to Grant. Pass to Cartwright. Jordan up top. Here's Pippen. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's White missing. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
At the line, Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis kicks to White. Over Armstrong. The Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock. Harden gets the bucket.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Chicago calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And some changes here for the Bronx. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Jimmy Butler in for James Harden. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Passes to Grant. And here is Jordan. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
Anthony's shot is off. Chicago trails by 4. Here's Pippen. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Pippen. Doesn't go for him. The Bronx goes the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Anthony, the pass to Davis. And White kicks to Anthony. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick outside to Butler. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Armstrong. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Davis, stolen by Grant.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
You gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
Timeout called. Bronx. They're up by 5. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Garnett.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Harden finds Johnson. It's picked off.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And I think hitting that championship winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Bronx. It's a 5-point game. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Brown outside. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
John Brown taking 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6. Harden against Brown, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Pippen, the pass to Grant. Launches it. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the gap to 7. He makes the second free throw, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So it's the Bronx picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.